Hello, and welcome to another stream. Let me just verify this real quick. Alright. See how that sounds? Okay, can you hear me? Okay. I believe that sounds good. So let's go ahead and get into another stream. Today I plan on, at least hopefully, finishing Keep On Mining and hopefully 100%ing it. If not, then yeah, hopefully we'll go ahead and play it again tomorrow. If we do end up finishing it, then I may end up moving on to one of those other games that are listed inside of the description of this stream and later in the VOD. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, perfect. So from here, let's go ahead and just continue where we were yesterday. I did go ahead and briefly open up the game in order to get a screenshot, but other than that, I haven't actually made any progress off of screen. So let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so first off, I did make a little bit of money, so I do have the ability to buy a couple of upgrades at this point in time, but I did not want to do that without it being on screen. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look and see what we actually have to buy at this point. We can go ahead and get an upgrade to the plasma ball times, which increases how long the plasma balls stay on screen from 5 seconds up to 6 seconds. Or we can go ahead and improve the pickaxe. This is more than likely what I will go ahead and do in order to get this one up to its max level. There is also more full gold rocks, which I may do, as well as more rocks into more rocks. So this one is spawn 1 rock every 3 rocks mined. This one is pretty dang good, so I'll probably go ahead and get that one right off the bat, which did go ahead and unlock the spawn iridium rocks, which unfortunately that costs something that I don't even have, so that means that something further back here, probably off of this, there's probably going to be another ore type which I need in order to go ahead and actually unlock the iridium rocks. But I do have a little bit more cobalt at this point, so let's go ahead and get the improved pickaxe. And I still have some money left over, so, or at least I have some copper left over. And let's go ahead and get this plasma ball time. And with that, I believe we are out of money to go ahead and get any upgrades. There's nothing on the talent points. I did level up once, and so it did give me 2 level up points. However, I'm not going to be able to use those yet. Anvil, I can't go ahead and buy this. I believe that's going to be the next ore type, which again, I do not have unlocked yet. And then if we go up to the mine, this is still just chugging away at this point in time. Nothing I can upgrade, so let's go ahead and just get back onto mining. Okay. Have the good old square. Just make sure we get as much as we can. And I think just a little while, or just yesterday at the very beginning when we were playing this, barely getting 30, 20, 40. Now we're seeing up to 300,000. Yeah, 377,000 ore, just of the gold alone. So, let's see if we can go ahead and get anything upgraded with that. Yeah. Looking at it, just at a brief glance, it doesn't appear we can get anything upgraded here. But we may go ahead and be able to afford a mine upgrade. We want to go ahead and get, yeah, we can go ahead and get both of these actually. Let's go ahead and get both of those, and even one more of the mining speed. Gets it to just above every 6 seconds. We're making 18 bars. We're mining 18 bars. So let's go ahead and get back into this. You know, you don't really think that fireplace is all too effective, but the more and more ore and rocks we have just automatically spawning in just means that it has more of a chance of just automatically mining something. So it is pretty beneficial, actually. And that one's 338. Let's go ahead and click back. From here, again, I don't think there's anything we can get, but let's go to the mine. Upgrade the materials mine once more, so now we're getting 20. And get back into the mine. One thing I'm also hoping to do is get the final few artifacts that I am missing at this point. I believe it's only 2 or 3. So, just a matter of getting those to spawn at this point. I don't have any doubt that I will be able to mine it pretty quickly, even with me not necessarily looking for it. So, in reality, I just actually need to spawn in. 342. Go ahead and get back to upgrade. Once again, there is this. So if I want to, I can go ahead and increase the amount of time that I have available. Yeah, might as well. Let's go ahead and get that. And I can go ahead and get it 2 more times as well. In the mine, I'll go ahead and get the mining speed upgraded. And let's go ahead and get back onto mining. Seconds in and we're already at 100,000. Oh yeah, oh, I can see the timer going up when on mine as well, so those upgrades to go ahead and automatically add time are actually working. I've seen it gone up a few times. Almost got 400,000 because of it as well. Wow. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look. Let's upgrade. And what can we afford? Let's go ahead and just finally get this last one here. And then I'll probably go ahead and save up my gold in order to get this more material rocks. Definitely want to get that one because I believe it is going to unlock the other one over here or over here. That allows me to then eventually get the iridium rocks. I don't believe there's anything else I can get. Yeah, so with that, let's go ahead and just keep on mining. Got another level up. I think we're only a few talent points away from being able to get another skill or another talent. That square is just massive. Broke 400,000. Let's see where I am with talent points as well. So I still need 2 more in order to go ahead and actually get another one. Let's go ahead and take a look. I can go ahead and get the experience if I want to. Or I can go ahead and get the lightning equals rocks. Every time lightning beam hits, it has a 24% chance to spawn a rock. That is going to be good. Let's go ahead and get some more rocks spawned in. And with that, I don't believe there's anything else I can get. So let's go ahead and get back onto the map. Again, a little bit of everything. Kind of hard to, in all honesty, target any one thing at this point in time, considering how bunched up everything is. So, just get it all. And another 400,000. Yeah. Take a look. Any upgrades to get? I don't think so. And I'm saving up for this, which means I need 3. Oh, I'm actually quite close in order to actually afford that. Oh, 1 more and I should be able to get that. Yeah. Hexagon. Good in tabletop, D&D and everything, but I don't really think it's too beneficial on this. Or at least not the best. square is definitely the best, but just got 2 level up points, or talent points. It means I will be able to get another talent card in the next, after this round is over. Ooh, that was a lot less. I don't think that extra time was proccing too often on that one. But for now, let's go ahead and come back here. I can go ahead and afford that, and I was right. It did, in fact, spawn 2 more rock types. So I need Ismium, and then, was it Painite? Pawnite? Painite, probably. And then Iridium. So, in order to afford this, I need to get 130,000 of the Iridium. That's going to be a little while. Not too long. I'm at 47,000 at this point in time. But let's see what else I can go ahead and get, which is nothing, except for I can go into the talents and go ahead and spend those. And the sign, a sign with a written buff will appear next to the mine. The buff changes every 5 minutes. Or do I want to get that D100, the Midas Touch? Let's go ahead and get the Midas Touch finally. And then let's go ahead and go back to the skill tree and get to mining. Let's see if this, if I get anything more this round, considering those talent points, talent upgrades, I should say, do increase the ability, but I think I'm high enough up there in terms of damage and just sheer number of pickaxes going that doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, even with the talent points, I'm 500,000 in just gold alone. That is pretty insane. Alright. But is there anything I can afford in terms of upgrades at this point? Those iridiums go really, really slow, don't they? Thought I was at 50,000 or 40,000 last time, so to get up to 130,000 is going to take a little bit of time. But is there anything else I can get? No, there is not. Is there anything else I want to save the gold for at this point? That's cobalt. Nothing there. That's one of these probably. That's probably one of those, 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 one of those three, one of those three. This one I can go ahead and get. This one I'll probably... Yeah, I'll probably get this one before I get this one. Or do I want to go ahead and get the Ismium started so that I can actually get the next upgrade in the anvil? Because that is what is actually necessary. So that may be what I do. If we come back over here, this one is one of those 3 that I have not unlocked. This is 4.28. So if I wanted to, I can sink a lot of my gold into that. This is going to be the copper, which I don't think I have anything else that takes copper at this point. So that is going to be what I sink the money into in terms of that. But instead of the plasma ball damage, I will probably go ahead and do the lightning equals time again. So with that, let's go ahead and keep on mining. Yay, the square. Make sure I'm getting that iridium so I can get those upgrades. Okay, not bad. 2 talent points. And I got enough gold to get this one, so let's go ahead and get that, which just needs more chance to add more time to the timer. And the next one after that is going to be a lot of cobalt. Okay. Very close to be able to afford the plasma ball time. I can go ahead and afford this one. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to get this one yet. I think I'm going to go ahead and wait till I can afford the Ismium rock so that I can go ahead and get the next anvil, or the next pickaxe from the anvil. So with that, let's go ahead and save the money and get back to mining. I'm beginning to wonder if those chests are really truly worth it. Or if if I should have gotten a different talent upgrade. I think when I did, the chest was actually the best at the time. Okay, not bad, not bad. 87,000 total iridium bars. Okay, anything I can get? Yes, I can get this, but I'm not going to. I can get this one. I'll go ahead and get that. The plasma ball time. Only one more of those to get, which I'll probably be able to get in a couple of rounds, given the amount of copper I get per round. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the experience as well. Let's see if we can get some more talent points. And then from there, again, I'm saving the iridium. Let's keep on mining. Not nearly as much on this one, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and get to the upgrades. Actually, I don't really know why I went to the upgrades. I should have just kept on mining. Don't think there's anything I can buy. I did mention yesterday when I was ending stream that I was going to go ahead and watch the newest episode of Dimension 20. I have to admit, the episodes where it's pretty much entirely combat, which this was a combat-based episode, were pretty fun. I usually get to kind of tell what kind of shenanigans they can get into, and they let their D&D chops, or they let them go. See how broken they can make their characters, especially, you know, someone like Emily Axford. She always has a tendency to make some incredibly powerful characters. So it was pretty interesting to watch that fight take place and see everything that they did. Be curious on what everyone else's thoughts are in the comments. Please try to keep spoilers to a limited. You know, to encourage people to go ahead and sign up for Dropout. It is a fantastic service. You know, not just the Dimension 20 stuff, but I will admit I find myself watching a lot of the Game Changer and even the other ones. Dirty Laundry is pretty funny. Several of the other ones as well, so I'm just trying to pay attention to the game, but yeah, a lot of them are quite funny to watch. The Smarty Pants Society. But again, let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments. Tonight, after I get off of stream here, I'll probably go ahead and start watching or at least the newest episode of Critical Role that they'll be releasing tonight, which is going to be a recap of one of their live shows. So that should be actually really quite fun. Looking forward to that. I think after this round I should be able to go ahead and forward the Ismium rocks. Let's see how many of those actually spawn and how many I need in order to get the next pickaxe. I definitely should have enough to get it after this round. Okay, 46,000. Okay, 141. I believe that is enough to go ahead and get the Ismium, which gets me more Ismium rocks and then more rocks, which probably is going to take all night. Or either, yeah, okay, no, we're doing Iridium next. Okay, that's after. Okay, let's take a look. What else is there to upgrade? whole lot of nothing. Let's go ahead and go to the mine. Let's go ahead and upgrade this 3 times and this once. So that means every 4.78 seconds we're making 22 bars. With that, let's go ahead and get back into mining. Alright, see that blue ore. Make sure we're targeting that. I have no idea how much I'm going to need. I forgot to check how much the pickaxe was going to cost, so I'll make sure to do that as soon as I get out of here. But that was an artifact. That tells me that the artifacts do actually spawn afterwards as well, so there's a chance I probably missed one or two. So let's go ahead and get a look at the upgrades. Let's first off see what the artifact is. The meteorite ore. Artifact buff increases the spawn chance of all full material rocks by 3.24% chance of their current chance. Okay, that's pretty dang good. Over here, we can take a look at see what I need for the next pickaxe. And let's just go forward to see if I might be able to skip one or two. So in theory, if I wanted to, I could skip this one and go straight to this one. That is a lot. We're going from 18,000 all the way up to 176,000. So I will probably go ahead and purchase this one as soon as I have the 18,000 of the iridium. No, sorry, I don't actually remember what it is now. So it's the ismium. But while we're thinking about that, let's go ahead and let's finally do this more XP. And I believe that's everything I can currently afford, even with the mine. So let's get back to mining. Okay. Spawn chance of everything has increased. So that's pretty nice. This just means more and more rocks out. Although, I'm wondering if when it says that it's spawning more of the full golds, is that replacing the existing rocks, or is it just the chance that we'll get a full gold versus a regular one? Given the fact that we still see so many regular full rocks, I would assume that it's not actually replacing, it just provides a higher chance of replacing. I don't believe there's anything I can afford, so let's go ahead and get back on to mining. In fact, I may skip upgrading for the next 2 or 3 rounds and just get a whole bunch of cash. In fact, I may skip until I have the 18,000 of the ismium, so I can go straight into getting the new pickaxe. But I think that's what I may do. Please let me know what you may have done in the comments, or how you may have played it differently. But for me, I do in fact believe I am going to go straight over here and get this new pickaxe. The Forge board. Let's see what the difference is between them. So mine time went down by 0.01 seconds. The mining power actually went up by a pretty decent amount. The 2 times power chance is also up by, wow, that's 1.2. That's probably the biggest increase we've seen. And the mining area size has not changed though. So let's go ahead and get into the skill tree. Is there anything we can afford? And I don't believe there is. So let's go ahead and keep on mining. Ooh, right on top of an artifact too. That's kind of nice. I believe that is one of the final 2, or maybe even the final artifact. I don't remember. I will check that as soon as this round is over. In the meantime, make sure I'm getting lots and lots of ismium. I think a lot of the upgrades are going to take ismium right now. So make sure I'm getting that whenever it pops up. I missed one. 2 actually. But I got another artifact. Let's take a look at that. So I do need one more artifact, but this one is the Runestone. So improves the stats of all artifacts by 5% of their current stats. So that's actually pretty dang good, especially considering these are late game at this point. So let's take a look and see what I can actually get for this with this Ismium. So I cannot get that. I can get the explosive explosion equals lightning. Cannot get that one. I can go ahead and get the bigger mining area. This is always going to be good, but that 930,000 is so expensive. I can get, ooh, ore value. Ooh, I think this is probably going to be the one I want to get, and that increases it by 900%. So I need to go until I have 40,000 of the Ismium. And in order to make sure I get more of that Ismium, I'm going to go ahead and make it spawn more Ismium. Let's go ahead and get back onto the map. And mine as much as humanly possible. And make sure I am targeting the Ismium though. If Ismium is on screen, then the Ismium is what's getting taken. Other stuff's always a bonus, but again, Ismium is what I need. So I'm going to increase the ore value, so I'm going to do everything. So 9, nope, keep on mining. I need a lot more than that. Now I just got to make sure I'm not forgetting any artifacts, or the final artifact I should say. Get all the Ismium. All these men. Oh, okay. Some small rocks there at the end. So 19. Let's take a look. I think I can actually get the plasma. Yes, I can. So that upgrades that to its final limit. 40,000. So probably 2 more rounds, I want to say. 2 more rounds. Where I can have it spawn more. But no, let's go ahead and get it. Let's go ahead. 2 more rounds, looking at a little over 40,000. 3 upgrades. That's not what I was expecting. Again, still make sure to target that Ismium. I need to at least come away just to be safe, 41,000. About to get 27. I didn't see any full-size chunks there for a second. They eventually popped up. Full size, and a full size there. Some smaller ones there. Everything. 25. 35. Okay, one more, and I should be able to afford the increased ore value again. Seeing a 900% increase. Mind you, I'm already at 8,000. So that's nearly 1,000 more. So, oh, and I already got the final upgrade, or artifact. Huh. It's cheese wheel, cheese wedge. See what that does, and it's going to perfectly coincide with hopefully having just enough to go ahead, or a little bit over, to go ahead and upgrade this ore type value. Yeah, 44, perfect. And I got the achievement for find all artifacts. Let's go to the artifact here. Every pickaxe has a 0.23% chance to drop 1 ore, so that's going to be handy. And I do in fact have enough to get the ore value, so let's go ahead and get one of those, and I can get this up to 5 times, so that is going to be really, really good. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get some more experience. I was only a one, or the final of that. So this whole tree appears to be maxed out. I want to get this eventually, see if it kind of branches down. I don't think it will though. That one I can't get. This one I can get, but it's going to be expensive. This one I can't get. This one I want to go for this one, so another 40,000. But do I need the iridium for anything else? Don't think I do. In which case I can probably go ahead and work on getting that next increase to the time. Yeah, so let's go ahead and buy one of those. And the anvil requires one of these 2 rock types, so I won't be getting that upgrade yet. In the meantime, let's go ahead and just continue mining. At least I'll no longer have to be, not that I was really on the lookout, but at least I don't have to be thinking about the artifacts any longer. Now it's just a matter of get as much as I can, whatever I need. Still need lots of ismium in order to get the ore value type up. And I think that is actually already showing. I'm seeing 38,000 of ismium already. I think I was getting a little less than 20 or in the 20s. So that 900% increase allowed me to nearly double the amount of ismium I was getting in one run. And doesn't allow me to get anything else. Again, I can get the time upgrade, so I'll do that to max it out. And then is there anything else I can buy with my current funds available? I can get some more ismium rocks, but again, I believe I want to aim for the ore value. So in the meantime, I have 1.629 million of that. That costs 4.2 million. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and keep on mining. This one's almost done. Did not target the ismium like I should have. Still walked away with 31,000 though. Alrighty, I'm actually going to be right back. I think someone just came to the door. Let me go ahead and pick that one up real quick. So I will be right back. Alrighty, apologies there. Someone left a note at my door saying that I will be having some chimney cleaning happening in the next coming weeks. So, that'll be nice. Not that it's really going to matter, considering I don't need to have a fire anytime soon, at least for a couple months, but I guess it is the time to do it. But let's get back into the game. Let's take a look. What can I afford? I have 29,000. I'm going to wait till I have the 40,000 to get this. So let's go ahead and keep on mining. Again, I want to make sure I'm targeting that ismium, so whenever full rocks pop up, or even partial rocks, make sure I'm getting those. To the point where I just barely need to hover over it, and I get it. or it mines it almost instantly. At the same time, it's like, do you really want to target one thing specifically? Because the more that you target, the more you're going to ultimately mine, which means the more you're going to spawn. Which, in hopes, you're going to be spawning more of what you're looking for as well. But here, let's take a look. What can I go ahead and afford? I can afford this more mine random rocks, so let's go ahead and get one of those. And I can't afford any of these. I just spent 30,000 instead of buying this, didn't I? Yep. I thought this was another ore type. That was my bad. So now I need to make up 40,000 or another 32,000 in order to buy the thing I actually wanted. The upgrade I got is a decent one. Just means, I believe, more rockets mined automatically or randomly. One of those random pickaxes you see going about. That's, I believe, from that upgrade. Keep on going. Oh wow, that was a really good one. Okay. Not getting that one again. 2.42, so I'm actually almost at the point, I'm halfway to the point of getting the plasma ball damage. I don't think there's anything else that takes that much money in terms of gold at this point, but then again, I also don't know if there's anything past these other ones, so there could be. I'm gonna go ahead and hold off on spending on these, but increasing the nope. Again, keeping true, keeping to what I said. Need another 40,000. I think once I get the next one, then I will allow myself to buy one of those other Ismium upgrades for the full rocks or the partial rocks. But for now, we're going with just getting the ore value upgrade. Also looks like I just recently got an upgrade, or a level. I should double check and see how many talent points I have. I don't think I'm anywhere near being able to get a talent card, but no, never mind. I stand corrected. Skilled miners. Skilled mine has a 10% chance to mine twice as fast and 8% chance to mine. Hey, that's good, but not good. I mean, it's already going pretty dang fast. Spring season. Now I'm going to do the potion chunker. Drink all 4 potions. So that's actually really, really good. And over here, what else can I afford? This one, let's get the lightning explosion. So every lightning beam hit has a 20% chance to trigger a dynamite explosion. So that's pretty good. It's also a single upgrade. And then I am so close to being able to afford this. In fact, if I wanted to, and if I got lucky, a couple of weights in the mine, but I don't think that's not that lucky, let's be honest. So, need another good amount. And now I wonder if there's a way for me to go ahead and swap a particular card, because I believe the random one and the drink all 4 is kind of obsolete, or the drink all 4 is obsoleted the drink the random one. Okay, but this will put me at my number in order to get that one ore value increase. So let's go ahead and do that. And there are 3 more of those as well, but I am going to go ahead and allow myself to buy probably one of each of these, or this I can get regardless because it just costs copper, I don't believe there's any other copper upgrades that I need. Then these two, I'll allow myself to get one of these and one more of these at the very least before I go back and get some more of these. So let's go ahead and keep on mining. And right off the bat, get a couple of full chunks. Circular motion is pretty dang good as well. Just kind of, not even circular, just four corners, the box motion. I guess following the edges of the map. Level up there. It's another good one. Let's see what we can afford. Like I said, I'll get one of these. And it expanded out. Okay, so do I want some more iron rocks and more gold rocks? Yeah, let's do one of each of those. Do another one, another. Okay, I can almost fully max that one out. And ore value is going to cost 8.37 million for another one of those. Kind of want to save up for it. I just got more iron rocks. Okay. Don't think there's anything else I can afford, so keep on mining. Yeah, it's pretty much just a couple things I'm really targeting at this point. Gold and ismium, so I can get those ore value increases. Double check to see what the other gold one actually increases it to as well. Ismium provides a 900% increase. I am a little curious as to what the gold one provides, so let's take a look. Okay, even better. Even better. That is a lot of money, but that is a very high increase. Let's take a look. What can we afford? Go ahead and get some more gold rocks, max that one out. Let's go ahead. I'm not going to buy this one. I did buy one of these, as I mentioned. Actually, I haven't bought this one yet. So I'll probably wait so I can buy one more of these, and then I'll switch back over the ore value, and I'm probably going to save up my gold. I'll get the plasma ball damage at least once, and then I will save up for the ore value. So, let's make sure we're targeting what we need, which is everything. Plasma ball is doing some damage too. I mean, saw 2 ismium ores that I didn't even touch got mine just from the plasma balls. Auto mining, all that type of stuff, all the things to further increase how much I get are all beneficial. 705,000 gold. That's crazy. 244,000 bars crafted. So many. I can go ahead and get the more ores from rocks. So I'm getting 2 extra from the full materials and 1 extra from the chunks. I'm not going to buy any of these. I'm not going to irresponsibly spend my money on this as well. I will go ahead and wait till I get the ore value. Rock spawn, nope, ore value. This one's ore value, but again, I can't afford it because I don't have the ore type yet. Okay, keep on mining. Or, as I was mentioning earlier, with the whole, if we cannot actually get rid of the talents, if we can't get rid of the other talent, That allows me just to chug one random potion. I wonder if one of those potions is getting doubled randomly each day then. That would require me to actually look at all of them. And I don't want to waste time, because if I go away, that means I won't get more ore. And I want the ore mined. So let's take a look at upgrades. I can't afford this, so I'll do that. And do I want more copper rocks? I want more ismium rocks at this point, so I'll hold off till I can afford the ismium rocks one. And don't think there's anything else I want. Do I want to do the mine? I mean, not that good, but yeah, I'll avoid it for now. Get everything. I'm sure I get that ismium and gold. This was not breaking back there. I drove it 3 times. Still got 100 or 1 million of the gold award. That is a lot. Okay, so I can just straight up afford another one of these. Let's go ahead and do that one. The next one's going to be at 12,500. Gosh, it's still so much. Can I afford anything else at this point in time? No, I don't believe I can. So, back to the mine. Oh, it's massive circle. Half the time I'm not even really paying attention to the numbers until after the round actually ends, before I was actually taking a look at them. Now they're just so high, it doesn't even really matter. Let's see what the talent points are at. 6 out of 14, so we're a little ways away from there. I can almost afford one of those, but I will probably go ahead and get the more full ismium rocks. I need 69,000 in order to get the spawn iridium rocks. So let's go ahead and get that. No, these are uranium. I've been calling those iridium this entire time, haven't I? Because I looked at this. The uranium rocks. Uranium bars. Okay. Let's take a look. I don't think there's anything else I can really afford. I'm not going to do anything at the mine. That's just a little bit of passive. Well, let's just go back to the map and keep on mining. Get as much as we can. That's a good one too. Seems like a lot of things just spawning in. Felt like I had a lot of extra time. And yeah, definitely proves it there with how much I just mined. Okay, so what do I want to get? That one's maxed out. Let's go ahead and get this one. Or more ismium rocks. Followed by nothing, because there's nothing else I can afford. So let's get back to the map. Before I even started, I think that we mined nearly 7,000 between gold and ismium. And by that I mean the fireplace. The campfire. You know, in the long run, it doesn't seem like it's too much, but it is just another one of those auto mining features, so anything that spawns around it automatically gets mined. Yeah, I need to get something that allows me to spawn in more. I feel like I'm running out. So with this one, rock spawn chance if I want to. I was just complaining about getting more in, so let's go ahead and do that. And then from there, I can afford one. Let's get this one to max it out so I have more Ismium coming in. And then I believe that is it for upgrades. But I am very close to being able to afford this plasma ball. That's so expensive, but still half as expensive as the ore value. Go ahead and get back to the map. Corner to corner. Corner. To the other corner. Still got over 1 million. Okay, what can we afford? I can't afford the plasma ball, so yeah, I'll go ahead and do it. 20% extra, 120%. Increase the plasma ball damage, 120%. Okay. And then, yeah, might as well spend the Ismium on this. Actually, no, I'm gonna wait. I want to go ahead and get the Iridium to come in. So with that, let's go ahead and get back to the map. Okay, so that one is a lot less. That was only about 3,000, but it automatically went in with the fireplace. But that was only at the very beginning. Everything else that spawned around it was, again, automatically getting mined. So that was just the initial hump. Everything else is just more. Ooh, 1.24 million. Just the gold. Yeah, these numbers are getting quite large. Okay, we can afford more ores from rock again, so let's get the second one of those. And what else do we want to get? Every pickaxe hit has a random chance to spawn a pickaxe and mine a random rock. Go ahead and increase the rock spawn chance instead. Let's do that twice to max it out. Is there anything else we can afford with our amount of money that we have? This one's going to take that next ore type. Could technically jump if I wanted to, but again, that's expensive. 176,000. Oh, let's go back to the area and keep on mining. Crazy how quickly this goes. Wow, 1.73 million. This is definitely the biggest one to date. So, what can we afford with all of this? Let's go ahead and do the mine random rock. And let's go ahead and do the more copper rock. Again, I know I said I was going to get the iridium and I spent it on 2 other things instead. That's because I have the mind of... Yeah, my mind is just horrible. I don't want to actually put anything down. My mind is just horrible. Let's see how many I can get on this one. See if I can make up for my foolish behavior on the previous round. Holy cow. It just seems to keep on going. This is an incredible round right now. Time just kept getting added. Holy cow. Time just kept getting added. Okay, what can we afford? We're actually incredibly close to 1,000 off from being able to get the iridium rocks. Okay. So that means basically guaranteed or next round I will go ahead and have enough to go ahead and get it regardless of what I spend some money on. So I'll go ahead and spend probably 30,000 on getting this more mine random rocks, but let's actually no, we're gonna do the ore value again. 40,000, which brings me back down to 27, but I believe we should be able to go ahead and get it in 1 to 2 rounds now, especially if we're increasing the ore value by another 900%. So with that, let's get back to the map and keep on mining. And let's see what we get this time. I was seeing around 100,000 ismium on the last round, so let's see how many I get on this one. It was over 100,000, I should say. It was like 130, 150. Or maybe 120. I can't quite remember. I just remember it was over 100,000. Currently over 120, 138. Okay, not bad. Not bad. 75, which actually puts me over. So that was more than the last round, which means I go ahead and start spawning in the iridium rocks. And is there anything else I can afford with the measly amount of money that I have? And I say measly when I've seen 3 million gold, but when an upgrade costs 8.37 million, it's a measly amount. So with that, let's go ahead and keep on mining. I'll need to make sure on the next one to double check and just see how many of this iridium we're actually going to need for the next pickaxe as well. Because we're finally at a point where we can get another pickaxe again. And again, we could before, but it was just going to be incredibly expensive. A lot more than I wanted to save up for. Although at the rate that I'm going, I probably would have been able to get it in 2 rounds. Let's double check, see how much I can actually get. So that's 50,000. And the anvil, this one's 30,000. So one more round I can definitely get that. But if I wanted to, it's going to take 3 rounds in order for me to get the next one of this. So, you know, I will probably go ahead and work on just getting this one instead. Keep on mining. Got 18,000 in the first round with it, so I'm assuming I can get another at least 12 and be able to afford that. And I'll need to double check my talent points as well. I just got 2 more. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got the 12,000 necessary. Definitely sure I got the 12,000 necessary. Probably got close to 50,000. Yeah, 37,000. So I have 50,000. So let's take a look at those talent points. Like I said, 2 off, so probably 1 more level and I should be able to go ahead and get that. Is there anything I can do with these? Because this one is now kind of pointless. Doesn't appear I can't, doesn't, yeah, nope, can't do that. So let's go back in here. I can't afford the plasma balls. This is going to cost 930,000, so that's going to be a while, but I did say I was going to go to the anvil, so we're going to go here first. See how much of an upgrade the Crimson Sovereign is. So no increase on mine time, even though it technically has a red dot. Mining power has gone up on the new one by 0.7. Mining chance went up by about 0.51, and then mining area also went up by about what is that, 1.16? So not too bad. The next one, okay, 176,000. So like I said, I theoretically could afford it on the next one, as long as I don't spend too much of that, which I'm going to spend at least a little bit of it. Get the Ismium, get some more there, get some more there. Okay, I believe that is it for the upgrades, so let's get back to the map and keep on mining. Let's just see how much I can get. I think last round I came away with around 50,000 or 60,000 or something like that of the rot ore. I should say I came away with making 34,000 ingots. So let's see how many of those final ingots I actually end up making this round. 42,000. So quite a bit more again. So let's go back to the upgrade. Let's go back to the anvil, and I am 6,000 off. That means 60,000 off. So more than likely, if I didn't spend those upgrades last time, I would have been able to afford it, but I was going to get those upgrades. Let's face it, I was getting those upgrades. This one, if I really wanted to, I could wait, but again, that's 750,000, and then this one, I don't even have that unlocked, and then this, I don't remember what it actually takes to get that. So we'll go ahead and target this one. So let's see what I can go ahead and buy currently. I want to get some more plasma ball damage, or do I want to save up so I can go ahead and get the ore value? I'm going to save up till I get the ore value. I know it's going to be a little while, but I definitely want to save up, because being able to increase it by, what is that, 18%? Or yeah, 100, sorry, 1,800%. That's a lot. But I can go ahead and get the plasma ball upgrade. So every second, chance to spawn a plasma ball. So that just means more plasma balls coming across. I can do that twice. And save money for that. And there's nothing else I want to get at this point. So I don't believe it's talent yet. Still need 2 of that. 2 of the talent points. I'll probably get the talent points on this round here, considering my level is so close to being level 74. Get as much as we can. Getting lots at this point. Lots and lots. Although I may get less than I did last time. Yeah, I think it's, in terms of that final one, only 22,000 versus the 40,000 we got last time. But still a good amount. So we're at 5.35 now, slowly making our way up to that 8.3. I'll go ahead and get the final of this plasma ball upgrade. And this is 567,000 for the plasma ball explosion. Might as well get that before I get the spawn the Painite, or Pawnite. Yeah, I think it's Painite. Let's take a look. Yeah, again, 176,000. That means one more round and I should be able to actually afford that. Let's go ahead and keep on mining. And you see, remember, get the pickaxe next round. As long as I have enough of the Ismium. Which I should. That was very, very close. I'm already looking at least 30,000. 40,000, probably 30, 40,000. Maybe even 50. $40,000. Okay. That definitely put me over, so we're going over here. Let's go ahead and create the next pickaxe. See how much better this one is. Mining time went down. When mining time is quicker, mining power is greater, the 2 times chance is quite a bit more, and the mining size went up by a little as well. So all in all better. Go back to the skill tree. We're about 2 million off from being able to afford this ore value. We're quite a ways off from being able to afford this ore value. So I believe that is all we're going to spend. No, we'll spend it on here to get more iridium rocks to go ahead and spawn. And from there, we'll go ahead and keep on mining. Big square. Try to get as much as you can when that big square comes on. And got the 2 upgrades. Actually, probably got those last time using it was 74. So I'll go ahead and get a talent as well during the next one. I was too focused on getting the pickaxe when I should have been focused on getting the talent upgrade as well. That was a very, very good one. Got a full 1 million on that one. Let's take a look at the talents. Okay, so we want skilled miners. Do we want D100 or it's a sign? Let's do it's a sign. We're going to go to the mine. Mine 4 more bars. Okay. So, 20. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, let's do the more full iridium rocks. Or actually, how close am I to getting? I'm halfway there to getting that. So let's get the more full iridium, which unlocks several things. So let's do more full gold rocks, more talent points, and more iridium rocks to max that out. And then I will go ahead and get back onto the map and keep on mining. Doing pretty good on this one. Still have 13 seconds. Potentially more if we continue to make more time. Looks like it happened at least a few times before, at least. Maybe once, twice after. Okay. What can we go ahead and get? We're so close to getting this ore value increase. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and get the more full iridium rocks. And I believe that's actually going to be the only thing I get on this one. So with that, take a look at the anvil. Yeah, we're a ways off from that one. After this round as well, I'm going to go ahead and remove the chat from the screen until I get someone to join. I don't think I want to disturb the video anymore. So I'll just go ahead and hide that. That way the VOD watchers, if anyone does in fact watch this, or at least have a little bit more of an enjoyable experience and not have to worry about a giant big empty block on the screen. So let me turn that off. Okay, and from here I got 9 million, which means I can afford the ore value increase. Which one does this one? Okay. So, not as... Is that... I don't think that one's as good, actually. Because it's only 1200. And this one is 1800. So this one actually adds a lot more. Okay, what else can we afford? We can do more full copper rocks. And I believe that is actually going to be it. Let's see what this ore value increase is actually going to do for me. really you need that perfect combination of just adding a whole bunch of extra time, plus it's spawning perfectly where you're en route and where you're going. So you can just have it constantly spawning more so you can get more time. But still, 2 million of just the gold bars alone is pretty dang good. So anything we can afford. Okay, we can get this one. So lightning equals lightning, 12% chance to spawn another lightning beam after each lightning beam hits. That's good. But I think it's... Now I'm conflicted. Do I get the increased ore value? Or do I do the 12% chance to spawn? I'm going to do the ore value, and then I'll do the spawn next. If I make enough to go ahead and do that. Which I could. There is a lot of lightning going down, so... Any of those lightning upgrades, the more ore value upgrades, they're all good. They're all just incredibly good. Okay, so that's 45. It was not enough to get it again, but enough to go ahead and get some of these things over here. So we can get the more full iron rocks, or we can get the... I can get both of these actually. So this is now maxed out with the more full copper rocks. One more for the more full iron rocks, and 2 more for the more full gold rocks. That's going to be a little bit of ways off. I just spent all of my iron. And I believe that is it. Let's go ahead and keep on mining. And I don't believe I spent any of the iridium last turn, so as long as I get another 40,000 here, I will probably be able to go ahead and buy one of those 2 upgrades again. Either the lightning spawn chance, or it'll be the ore value increase, depending on which one I can actually afford. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, well, 94, so definitely can afford one, if not both of those. Oh, we can definitely afford one of them. That one's 102. So we finally get this lightning equals lightning. Just means more lightning spawn chance. And I believe that is it for the upgrades. So let's go ahead and get back to the map. Keep on mining. So it means there's a slight chance of having another random lightning beam spawn down whenever a lightning beam spawns. So that is going to be potentially a lot of lightning. Potentially a lot of lightning. Okay, good amount right there. Very, very good amount. Let's go ahead and get to the upgrade page. Okay. What can we afford? What can we afford? We can do the more ore from rocks if we want to. We can do more XP if we want to. Finally getting a lot and a lot. Explosion equals lighting now. Let's do the more ore from rocks actually. So just increase the amount that I'm getting. Okay. Sorry, I'm just taking a look at a few things. Okay, yeah, I think we're fine. Let's go back over here and then get back into the game. Okay, I believe I just spent the upgrades, so what else can I afford? Technically, I get this more XP, so might as well go ahead and get it. And do I have enough talent points? Nope, quite a ways away off from that, so let's get back to the map and keep on mining. Okay, what can we get? The goal here would be to eventually have it so no regular rock spawn, and all we have is full chunks of all of the different ones to maximize the amount of ore that we are retaining and getting each and every single round. I think this was a good one. I'm looking at nearly 200,000 of the Ismium. Or sorry, the Iridium at the end? Yeah, 200,000 of the Iridium. 255,000 of the Ismium. That's good. I'll need to tell me if my stream quality is a little bit down. When I'm looking at it on my little test monitor, it looks like it's a little bit pixelated. It's supposed to be in 1080p, but for some reason I think it's only going in at 720 for right now. I'll need to double check and figure out why this thing is not broadcasting in the proper. Yeah, because it should be a little bit more at this point in time. It doesn't say I'm getting any frames dropped, and it says great signal strength and everything. So maybe I just need to tweak some of the settings here and there. I'll take a look at that after this. In the meantime, let's take a look. What can we go ahead and afford? I get the ore value. So I am going to go ahead and pick up the anvil. Yeah, we're still quite a ways on that one. So I will go ahead and get the ore value. I'm not going to get that ball damage. Instead, I'm going to save up so I can get another one of this ore value as well. And then might as well get some more ore as well. So for the more full iron rocks. Okay. And I think that's going to end it for these upgrades. Let's get back to the map and keep on mining. Do the tried and true, go from corner to corner. Try to get as much as I possibly can. Keep myself from going outside of the actual map, because that's just a waste. Although when this thing randomly increases in size, or decreases in size, sometimes it's a little bit hard to do so, like that. It will just randomly jump higher. Not to mention it is also just fluctuating from large to small, because that upgrade that I got yesterday. Okay, take a look. What can we afford this time? I'm close to being able to afford another one of these ore values, only 2,000 off, so I'll probably refrain from spending any of the iridium at this point in time. Which I believe means that I have no upgrades to get on this one. So let's go ahead and keep on mining. And with that alone, I already have enough to go ahead and get the next upgrade for the ore value. So let's see if I can get enough gold to actually get that one as well. Will I have enough gold? I am mining nearly 3,000. 3,000 will mean I will net probably at least 1 million. Or sorry, I mined 3 million, which means I should net around 1 million. But I mined 4 million, which means I netted 1.3. Yeah, I have enough to get that ore value. So once again, oh, 3. Oh, so close. I can't get this one though. And I believe that'll be it. Let's get back to the map. Let the campfire do its magic over there. I'll help it out on occasion if there's some high value ore on its opposite side that can't reach. Another 4.69 million. Okay, definitely can afford it now. Okay, what? Oh, I can actually afford another one of these already. Wow, that was quick. And is there anything else we can afford? I believe not at this point. So talent points, we're still a little ways off on this. Anvil, we're a ways off on getting anything here. And then the mine. Now mine's 7 more blocks, or 7 more bars. Not bad. Let's keep on mining. Oh wow, that was a lot of lightning there. Yeah, it's very cool when all that lightning pops up. Very cool when that pops up. Oh, got another achievement. Reach level 80. One of my goals with this game is to completely 100% all the achievements on Steam as well. So we are very, very close at this point in time. In fact, let me do a quick check. Yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 more achievements left. Okay. Let's go back to the upgrade screen. I can go ahead and get the final of this ore value increase. And which means I can go ahead and get the more full gold rocks, which is going to make it so getting this final ore value, or these final 3 ore value increases over here done. In the meantime, I don't think I'm going to need any more of the ismium for anything. So I might be able to go ahead and get that other upgrade I was looking at over here, which is the more ore from rocks, which maxes that one out. And I want to get this improved pickaxe, however I cannot afford it because it probably is going to cost this, or take this final ore type, which I do not have unlocked yet. So let's go ahead and... anything else? Nope. Yeah, let's go ahead and get back to the map and keep on going. I think with this, I'll probably go 2 rounds and then I'll go back. See how much I get within these 2 rounds. Unless I come away with another 8.37 million gold, in which case I'll go ahead and upgrade that. But unless I have the 8.37, I'm not going back. Yeah, 4.7, so not quite there. So let's just go ahead and straight back onto mining. If you happen to be watching the VOD later on in the future, please let me know how did you potentially find my channel, and what would you like to see on this channel as well. I'm only my second stream on this one, so I'm up to seeing what people want to see, and kind of gearing some of the content towards that. I do want to emphasize that I want to make sure that anything we're doing is friendly towards everyone. I don't want to be mean towards anyone. You know, there are some channels out there that are all geared towards pranking other ones. That's not going to be me. In fact, I'm one that actually hates April Fool's Day, because I'm one that gets fooled quite frequently myself. So, so just keep that in mind when we talk about things and we do things. Just want to make sure things are friendly towards all. Yeah, in the meantime, I know we're a little bit under what we need, but I do want to go ahead and see if there's anything else we can get with any of the other ore types that we have. And it does appear that we can go ahead and get some more XP. So let's go ahead and max that out and finish that one out. It's making me think that there's nothing else on this side besides maybe some things that are going to spawn out from this spawn the painite ore. Other than that, I think this other side, this one, I think those two are going to be probably the final two. I don't know what we're going to see over here, but we'll figure that one out. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get back on the map. One more, and I should be able to go ahead and afford this another one of these ore value increases. Keep going. Let's clear this map. I gotta get another 4 million out of the gold. Yeah, I got 4 million again. Okay. Nearly 5 million of the gold. Wow. Yeah, definitely puts me over what I need to get another ore value increase. Which again, these are just so incredibly good. That's what? Yeah, 18,000. Or 1,800. That's insane. Okay, so that's another one of those. I can go ahead and afford one of these as well, but I'm wondering, I'm getting close. Anvil, ways away off from that. Now the mine is 6% faster. Let's go ahead and do this one. Some more ore from each rock mined. And let's get back to the map. If I were to do another run of one of these, definitely would be prioritizing what talents I take. I don't want to have a redundant one like I do now with the whole chug a potion, random potion versus chug off full potions. I mean, that random one is kind of nice, unless it's a prerequisite. But I have no idea if that's actually the case. Alright, 5.6. That's a lot. Okay. I don't believe there's anything I can actually upgrade. Oh, I can upgrade this. Okay. Maxes out that, which means this whole corner down here is maxed out. This whole upper corner will be maxed out after I get 2 more of these. This whole section is completely maxed out, along with this whole section as well. This whole intersection, for the most part, is almost maxed out, except for I just need these 2. This one, I'll get the next one here shortly. This one, I need to unlock this final, what I'm assuming is the final ore type. And same thing with this. This one's going to be quite a ways. May actually cost the same amount as that as well. Over here, I have no idea what's actually going to be after that as well. So let's go ahead and just get back to mining. how many should I get to come away with this time. I think less than the 5.5 that I got last time. Unless I continue to add in a whole bunch of extra seconds, but still 4.7 on the gold. It's not too bad. Let's just keep on mining. Getting a lot here. This one could potentially be another 5,000. Just depends on if I add more seconds. Oh, definitely got over 5 again. 5.6. Not bad. Okay, from here I will go into the upgrade. Let's take a look at what we can afford. Maybe I shouldn't have gone to the upgrades. But let's go ahead and get this one, which unlocked a new thing, Double Trouble. Lightning, Dynamite, and Plasma Ball. Double damage chance, 5%. It's not bad, but it's only a 5% chance. In the meantime, yeah, I want to get these final two. I want to knock off this side just like I did this one as well. Just so I can say these two sides are nearly done. This whole side's done. Can almost afford a bigger mining area. It's very expensive. I definitely need to get this one. I need that more ore type. Or more ore value. Another achievement. Mine more than 200,000 rocks. Which I believe means I'm down to 7 more achievements in order to 100% this game. Definitely less on this one, but still a decent amount. I don't have enough to do that, so let's just go ahead and straight back into mining. Now I'll have enough. But no reason to end a session early. Unless I was needing to leave for whatever reason or had to use the restroom. But that's not the case right now. I'm not in so much of a rush. Okay, so now that is enough, so let's go back to the upgrades. Only need one more of those, and then the value of every ore mined will have been increased to 27,500%. And I believe that is the final of all of those. Okay. What else can I afford? I know I already saw one. So let's get the final of those. So now it's just that. And it's just that on these two lines. And then there's this one, the improved pickaxe, which again I can't get until I get this other ore type. This one is 930, which I think I will get soon actually. But that's still 5 upgrades there. Okay. Talent points. I can get another one of these. Let's get it. Energy drinker. Every second you have a 7% chance to drink an energy drink, which doubles your mining speed for 3 seconds. Let's finally get that one. If I get some incredibly fast mining speed because of that, then so be it. I have no idea on knowing how I will know it rocks. Things in here and already mine pretty dang quick at this point in time. But it is every 7 seconds, there's a chance. Oh, finally got over the 6 million. And jumping straight to 7? Wow. I hadn't even gotten 6 million, I went straight to 7. That That was a very, very lucky round. Let's take a look. Anything I can afford? I do not believe so. Again, this one can't get. This one I need double my current gold value. This one I can't get. This one I need a lot more. This one I can't get. The rest have all been gotten, or the rest have all been achieved at this point. These ones I all have. This one I can't get until I unlock the next ore type. This one I can get, but I don't know if I want to get that over that. This one I can't get for a while. This one I can get soon. So do I want to... Is it that one? I'll probably get this one for 567,000. Followed by this one, which is a bigger mining area. Yeah, let's go ahead and keep on mining. Also, anyone that may be watching this in the future, please let me know if the audio is off at all. If I need to adjust the game audio, the background audio, if I'm too loud, if I'm too quiet. I do have a fairly quiet voice for the most part. It's just kind of the nature of how I talk for the most. But, you know, please let me know if I need to increase anything, decrease anything. We'll try to go back and rewatch this VOD at least and see, you know, what it sounds like. I had to uninstall and reinstall OBS for whatever reason today. It just decided to throw up an error. But I got that working. But I don't know if any other setting got messed up. But in the meantime, I don't think there's anything I can get. I think I need 1 or 2 more rounds in order for me to afford this ore value. So let's go ahead and get back into mining. I do need the Ismium as well. 930,000 Ismium, I think, for one upgrade. Occasionally it does sound like those pickaxes are going crazy, so maybe the only indicator is just sound. $8.27. Wow. Like I said, that definitely got me over, so that means I can get the final of these upgrades, which means I can now wait and spend my gold on the only other gold thing I have, which is this plasma ball. Yeah, I believe that is the final bigger mining area. Double pickaxe power. Double pickaxe power. Let's see if I can get one more of those after the next round. Okay, I believe that is it for what I can actually afford. Let's get back to the map. Let's see how much I get this time. I will need about 4,000 or 4 million in order to get the plasma ball upgrade. But there are a few of those I need. I think I just got enough cobalt to potentially get that other upgrade I wanted as well. Another 2 skill points, or level up talent points. 6.6, not as good as last time, but still decent. Let's take a look. Nothing here. Actually, again, I can get this one. So this is a one and done, except for it did spawn something else, which I can't get because I don't have this. So let's go to talent points. I'm a ways off from that. Ways off from that. Minus 6.1% faster. Yeah, I'm not going to upgrade that. Yeah. I know I said I wasn't, but I did anyways. Keep on mining. Let's see what we can get here. I did just do that other plasma ball one, so hopefully that gets me a little bit more. Sometimes it's just a matter of hitting as much as you can to keep that timer increasing. See, pretty good one right there. And I got another achievement. Craft 100 million bars. So I believe that puts me at, I only need 6 more achievements left. So let's go ahead and upgrade. Okay, so from here, what do we have? What do we need? Don't think I can actually afford anything. So let's go to the mine. Upgrade that twice and keep on mining. Keep going. Corner to corner. Sweeping over. Make sure I'm breaking as much as I can. Just to get that increased time. Hopefully I am doing well. Maybe not as well as I have in the past, but okay. Or maybe even better than I've done in the past. Maybe quite a bit more than I've done in the past. Quite a bit more than I've done in the past. Quite a bit more than I've done in the past. I'm also going to see if I can turn down the game music a little bit more. Let's go ahead and take a look. Upgrade. Let's get this one. Max that one out. And I can go ahead and start spending money on those. Okay, keep on mining. Alrighty, keep on going through, keep on going through. Make sure I'm optimizing. Get as much as I can, still got 8 seconds left. Still got 1. Oh, okay, so it does actually proc. It shows me when I got that. Okay. Alright. Let's see what I got available to me. Nothing over there. Nothing over there. The real question is, do I want to save up to finally get this final ore type? Yeah, I probably am going to. So that's going quickly. Still got 20 seconds left, and I see that the that procced for the energy drink. It is every 7 seconds there's a chance, so. As long as yeah, it did again. Okay. I wonder if there's a way to increase that, how often that procs. More than likely it has something to do with me needing to probably upgrade it again via a talent point. At least that's what my guess is. But it could be others. Okay, take a look. We can get that upgrade. We can get that upgrade as well. So there's only 3 more for the bigger mining area. So right now we're at 134%. Okay. Still have 2 more upgrades for the plasma ball. And we're getting very close in order to get this Pawnite. Anyone actually knows how that's pronounced, please let me know in the comments down below. Right off the bat, I got the energy drink proc. Cool. I figured it would be every 7 seconds, not at the very beginning. And then again, I may be getting the every 7 seconds right. Maybe it was 7%. I don't know. I'll take a look again. Did get another upgrade as well, or level up, so another talent point. Less than previously. Let's take a look. Talent points are a ways away. Anvil. I do have enough of actually that. So I wanted to. I theoretically could get this, but I think I'm going to wait. So take a look here. Anything I can buy in terms of upgrades? No. Okay, keep on mining. Get everything I possibly can. Not doing too bad, but definitely not my best run. Okay, 7.5, not bad. Let's go ahead and upgrade. Okay. And what can I go ahead and afford? I can get, no, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and get this one. So all materials unlocked. That is another one of those final few of these achievements. So I only have 5 more. Okay, let's take a look. I can go ahead and get this plasma ball damage. I'll go ahead and get that. There's only 1 more of those. So very quickly making my way through these. So these all take this final ore type. That. Okay. We are very quickly reaching the end of what we can possibly get on here. Keep going. We're going to get a pretty decent amount, not necessarily the greatest on this one. Okay, get to the upgrades. We can go ahead and get another plasma ball, which maxes that out. We can go ahead and get the tiny plasma pickaxe as well. So 4% chance to spawn a pickaxe every time the plasma ball hits a rock. And I do have several plasma balls going out, as well as several tiny plasma balls going out. So who knows if the tiny plasma balls are also going to proc that. In the meantime, that means this whole side is now basically done. I just need to get this and then this as well. Double trouble for 930,000, I believe, of the iridium. Yeah, I believe that's the iridium there. And then 930,000 of the ismium as well. And then that whole left-hand side will basically be done. So let's go ahead and get back to the map. Let's see what this plasma ball looks like as it launches additional pickaxes. Oh yeah, I saw 1 pickaxe got launched from it. Could be more. Let's especially this late, especially considering it's how much it cost. I can see having a little bit more of an effect. 2 more skill points. I think that puts me at 8. Let's double check. Yep, 8. So 8 more skill points necessary. Nothing I can afford here. I can't get this, so let's go ahead and get another improved pickaxe. And I believe that is it for what I can currently afford. So let's get back to the map. You know, the fact that there is an empty spot on that left-hand side makes me think that there is one more ore type or something like that. Because why would you have it be uneven like that? Or I would have just stopped on the previous one and not had this painite. Because that unevenness gets to me. Or it just makes me think there is going to be an extra one. Which is entirely possible. Okay, I can go ahead and afford another one of these, so 2 more of those. And I can go ahead and get another one of the improved pickaxes, so I'll go ahead and get that. Pickaxe is at 184% stats, increased, or sorry, I should say increase all pickaxe stats by 184%. So that is incredibly good. Is there anything more that I need to spend my money on? I need to get 11.5 so I can get that. Okay. So the anvil is probably what I'm going to go for next. I need to get at least 11 million gold so I can properly afford the next pickaxe. Square is incredibly big on this one. 8.7, not too bad. So anvil, what am I at? So I think 2 or 3 more rounds and then I should be able to afford the next one. And I don't think there's any... I can afford that. Max that one out, so pickaxe is now at 191% increased stats. So I think the only 2 is those in this entire center column. So the double trouble on the top and the bottom. Yep. So with that, let's go ahead and get back to mining. Should be able to get to the 11 million with the gold, hopefully, of this round. Even more so if I'm already at 1.2. Wow, holy cow. 3 million right there. 4 million. 5 million. $7.2 million. Okay, so 11.5. Does that give me enough? 11.25. Oh, I'm so close. 1 more round and I will have enough to go ahead and get this next pickaxe. I am quite a ways off from being able to get this one. Not even going to attempt to try that one. At least not yet. And with that, let's get back to the map. Okay. Corner to corner. 2 more skill points. It means I need 6 more. Or, yeah, talent points. 6 more in order to get a talent card. That is a lot of pickaxes that were just going out. This is going to be a very, very good one. 14.7. Ooh, that was a lot. Okay. So that's going to definitely be able to allow me to get the next pickaxe. Which, let's go ahead and do the standard comparison as we normally do. Mining time has the time to mine has decreased, so it's quicker. The mining power has increased, so it's better. The 2 times power chance has increased as well, so there's a better chance of getting 2 times power. And the mining size has actually stayed the same. Next one up is going to cost 22.5 million gold, 525,000 of the, I believe that is the new ore type, the painite as well. I already have enough of the iron though. In fact, a lot more of the iron than I actually even need. So is there any way I can spin this iron? I do not believe so. But in the meantime, I'm going to be a ways before I get that. So let's go ahead and spend some of this money on getting some upgrades over here. Or I should say getting 1 upgrade, because that's all I could afford. Alrighty, with that, let's go ahead and get back on to mining. See how this new pickaxe does. Yeah. Get as much as I can. Kind of want to be moving quickly because all of the broken or all the partial rock can break quickly, which means hopefully more time I can add. Not bad, 8.6. Upgrade. Okay, I can go ahead and get one of the final 2 upgrades for the bigger mining area. And I believe that is going to be one of the final ones that I'm going to need over there, besides this one right here. Which I'm about halfway there. I'm getting this final double trouble over on the left-hand side of the screen. But I can go ahead and afford the more painite rocks, so let's go ahead and get that. And with that being purchased, let's go ahead and get back on the map. Get as much as you can. Skill point. Means I'm 5 away, I believe. Do have a slightly larger pickaxe area as well, although I don't believe that really helped me too much on this one. Let's take a look at what I can afford. A whole lot of nothing. So, is there anything besides the anvil? Yeah, that's the only thing I need to spend the money on in there. So let's keep it. And can't afford this yet. Can't afford this yet. Can't afford the double trouble. Can't afford the double trouble. Can't afford the more rocks, the more rocks, the more painite rocks, or the more 4 painite rocks. Cannot afford any of those. So let's go ahead and just keep on mining. Oh, that square is huge. Yep, and we got another achievement. Collect 500 million ore. Means I'm down to the final 4 achievements. Okay, pretty good. Final 4 achievements. Not too bad, not too bad. Take a look, what can I actually afford right now? I don't believe there's anything. Oh, no, I can. I can afford some stuff over here. Let's do the more full And big rock. Interesting. Okay. That must be the final. But I can't afford anything else, so anvil is still a little ways off. Get back to mining. I wish there were more lightning upgrades. I wish I could just blanket the entire map with just lightning. It would be very, very cool. Not in real life to actually have an entire area just be blanketed in lightning. That'd be incredibly scary. Unless it was far enough away, but the thought that it could happen is still scary enough. Okay, what can we afford? We can go ahead and get the double trouble if we want. We can get the double trouble here. So lightning, dynamite, plasma ball, damage, double damage chance to 5%, or chance to double the value of ores and XP. Or we can go over here and get wait for more rocks, spawn one rock every 0.02 seconds. That is actually going to be a good one, because more rocks means more time that I can add. Okay, I think that's it for what I can currently afford. Anvil, still a little ways off, so keep on mining. Keep going through, get a little bit of everything. Corner to corner, up, right, down, left. Kind of a level up. I think that puts me at 4? 5? Kind of lost track. I'll check after this one. 13.84. Oh, so 3. Okay. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get this one. Anvil. I have enough gold now. I just need to go ahead and get the 525,000 of the new ore type, which should come pretty quickly, actually. Depends on if I want to spend it on this, though, which I may not want to do. It only takes 2 ores. Oh, yeah, definitely getting that one. Definitely getting that one. That means I'm going to get a whole bunch more from everything. And with that, I think we're good to go ahead and start another one. I want to save the Painite as much as I can. So, keep on mining. Okay, going through, we're going through. $4 million, 5 million, 6 million, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13.43 again. Okay. So what does that put me at availability in terms of upgrades? I can go ahead and get the double trouble here, which nope, gotta go to the anvil. I spent a whole bunch of money on that, so do I want to wait? Or do I want to spend some of it? I'll do that one once. And then I will go and mine. Hopefully 1 to 2 rounds and I should have enough to get the pickaxe. Given the fact that it's only taking 2 ore, potentially only 1 round. This really comes down to how much I actually acquire here. I think I may be okay. Okay. I am probably okay in terms of, yeah, that again, but I'm a little bit down on the gold. So if I wanted to, I can go ahead and probably get 1. Let's get this one. I can get this double trouble actually because it's the other ore type there. And from here, now I will go ahead and talents were 2 off. Okay. So when I hit the next level, I should get 2 skill points, talent points, and be able to actually do another talent card. In the meantime here, I need to make sure I get at least 250,000, around 300,000 of the Painite. Yeah, got that. And the gold, should have plenty. Go around in circles now. Yeah, definitely have enough to get the upgrades that I want, or the pickaxe that I want. Let's go ahead and craft it. So I went from the King's Companion to the Crusher. Crusher has... Yep, let's double check. But it's pretty much the same mine time, even though it technically says it's better. Mining power has gone up by 1.6 or 1.558. Then we're looking at the 2 times power chance has gone up by, what is that, 1 point a lot. I'm not going to do math. I suck at math. Then we have the mining area size, which has gone up as well by about 1.7, or sorry, 0.17. And the only thing left is 1 more, which I can't craft because I don't actually have the items for it. So if we take a look over here, that means I can spend all of my money on all of the upgrades, it appears. Which I don't have any upgrades I can get. In order to finish up this side, I need to go ahead and get 930 of this, which 1 more round and I should be able to get that. So let's go ahead and do so. And we are down to the final 3 achievements now, it looks like. Is that when I crafted that previous pickaxe, it gave me another achievement called Then We Craft, which means craft all the pickaxes except for the final one. So only 3 more achievements left. And we will have 100%ed this game. Did just get an upgrade, or a level up, which got me 3 points, which means I can go ahead and get another talent as well. And I am getting 20 million gold. So that is a lot, which means it'll come out to 10 million gold. Ooh yeah, that was definitely a good one. So what can I buy? Let's go ahead and get this, max it out, which opened up another one. Let's go ahead and get over here, get more rocks, and get back to the mine, because I believe that is everything I can currently afford. This one, it's not gold. This one's not gold. This one's not gold. Not gold, not gold, and not gold. So with that, I'll go over and spend some of my money on the mine. 5% chance to double. I'm just gonna start going quick, see how that does. But even if I don't necessarily mine the ore the first time, probably the second time I go through, I will mine the ore. And any very weak things will get mined immediately, and will hopefully add to my timer. See how that does. So far it seems to be working pretty well. Nearly 20k, still have a few seconds left. Okay, 18.9, not bad. And what can I afford? 6.5. Do that one. Grab that one. Okay, just a few more left. Get back to mining. Get to circling. Okay. I'll level up. Oh yeah, I forgot to get that talent point, didn't I? I'll do that next one. Here. I'm also curious on anyone that may be watching this after the fact, you know, what type of sci-fi shows and TV series and stuff like that are you currently watching or have been a fan of? You know, I've always been a fan of the Stargates, the Star Treks, the Star Warses, Farscapes, everything along those lines. And I am currently watching the Strange New Worlds as it comes out. It's been a fun watch. So, do please comment down below on some of your favorite sci-fi series and that you may be watching or have watched. Alrighty, I think with that left one, getting the trigger chance, that is the final of everything on the left-hand side, which means we're down to just this top double-double, this bottom double-double, and then I believe just this more rocks right here that has 3 levels, and then the big rock. Unless some more spawn in, which is completely viable. But for now, let's go ahead and get to the mine and continue to spend a whole bunch of money on this. So I don't have any other place to actually spend my money. Or at least nowhere else to spend my gold. Keep this going. Ooh, big square, big square, big square. The combination of the square plus it automatically getting bigger and just yeah, it's plus the fluctuating size, all of those add on top and compound on top of each other just to make it incredibly large. You got a very good area in order to go ahead and mine this stuff. Another 2, oh, I forgot to get a talent point again, didn't I? Okay, this time, that'll be the first thing I do. Take a look at the talent points. Even though I have a ton of money, going straight for the talent points. Upgrade, straight to the talent points. Click on this. So, every rock has a 0.6% chance to be replaced with a treasure chest that contains 25 random ore. That may be worthwhile, where the mine has a 10% chance to mine twice as fast, and it's also not very good. Let's do the rock. So we have both the chests now, the gilded chest and the regular chest. Let's go back to the skill tree. What can we afford? Do we want to... Let's go ahead and max this one out. So now that one is maxed out. Basically everything above this line here, minus the big rock, is now completely done. I only have to worry about this bottom half for the most part. Let's go ahead and get this first double. Do that twice, because we can. So now we're down to just 3 more final upgrades. So with that, get back to the map, keep on mining. So right off the bat, we got one of the treasure chests. Break that open, get 25 random ore. Now, I do not actually know how many ore I'm getting per rock at this point. I feel like it's more than 25 though, so maybe that was the wrong thing to get. Maybe the mine was the better thing to get, but yeah, I'm okay with this. I never said I was an optimal builder. Just here to have fun. Wow, this is going to be a lot. I still have 10 seconds left and I'm at 30 million gold alone. Am I going up to 40? I hit 40. And somehow I still have a timer going. 42.87. 1 skill point, which means I'm at 5. I need 12 more. So get this one, max that one out. Let's go ahead and get one of these. So I still need 2 more of this more rocks, followed by the big rock. Okay. And nothing I can get there, nothing I get there. The mine. So increase the time. Let's do how many mine, or how many bars get mined. And then back to the map. Gobble up all of this ore. Mine it all. Get the treasure chest, get the treasure chest. Again, I don't know if the treasure chest is actually beneficial at this point, but I'm still going to make sure to get them. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get 40 million this time, but still get a pretty decent amount. Yep, 26, still a decent amount. Let's go ahead and upgrade. I can afford 1, 2 of those, which means the only final upgrade I need, from the looks of it, is the big rock. Just doing a quick scan. Yep, the final thing I need is the big rock. Come over to talents, still a ways off from that, can't do anything here, and I can't actually afford anything in the mine either. So let's go back to the skill tree, and let's see how many rounds it's going to take me in order to get 930,000 of this final painite rock. Get as much as we can. I need 930,000 of the painite. Which, 3 rounds at this rate? 2 rounds? Yeah, I'd say 1 more round. Nothing else, but again, I can always come over to the mine. Okay. Another skill points, talent points. See how much of this I can get. May not. Let's see. If I need to get 900,000 ore out of the Painite in order to get what I actually need. I'm getting close. I think I got this. Oh yeah, I got this. Get the big rock next. Yep, definitely going to be able to afford it. So let's go back to upgrade. Just chuck this, 7. Get the big rock. Purchased everything. So let's go ahead and mine. Let's go back to the anvil. Still can't craft this. Interesting. So let's mine the big rock. So it's just this. Okay. And you get craft pickaxe. Okay. So you get the diamond pickaxe. Crafted the diamond pickaxe. So you beat the game. Mine the big rock. But it still says there's one missing achievement. So let's double check on see what that is after this credits go through. If you did enjoy this game or enjoyed me playing it, I definitely recommend you taking a look at this game. It is a pretty fun one and pretty inexpensive on Steam as well. So definitely help support the developer and support the team and play the game. Highly recommend it. So for now, let's see how good. Oh, it's not even equipped. Excuse me, got the hiccups. It's not even equipped yet. So let's double check and equip it and just see. Oh, and that was the final achievement. The diamond pickaxe, equip the diamond pickaxe. Okay. Let's just see how much better it is. Mining time is better. Mining power is better. 2 times chance is a lot better. And the mining area is also a little bit better as well. So I am curious on just how this is going to actually go. So let's do one more just with the giant, with the pickaxe. And it just instantly destroys everything. Don't really know what I was expecting there. Okay. But I think with that, that means we have 100%ed Keep On Mining. Very fun game. Very, very, very fun game. I think the next one we'll probably want to go ahead and play, but we'll talk about that after we actually close this one up. So let's finish up this last round, see if we can get up to level 98. Level 98, got up to level 98. I am also a little bit curious on if level 900 is actually the max now. So maybe I play a little bit longer and get these final 2 levels. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see if I can get these final 2 levels. I am also gonna have the mouse go really, really quickly through here. Get everything. Mow everything down. Get those levels. Not going too bad. mean, definitely not going to be my max, but I think a lot of that depends on if you get the a lot of energy drink procs, how everything is spawning, and if you do in fact get those extra times as well. But got up to level 98, we're almost at level 99, so this one I should be able to get up to level 99. See what happens if I just go a little bit slower. Not too bad. 99. Okay. We're still gaining experience, which means we can get up to 100 at the very least. Definitely not going to test it beyond 100 though. I'll see if it can go beyond 100 or if 100 is the max. But I'm not going to test to see what the actual max is, because I don't know if Huzak were even programmed to have a max. Could just go on infinitely for all we know. But I believe one more round, and I should be able to go ahead and get up to level 100 at the very least. Okay. Halfway through. $36,000, 37, 38, 39, 40 million, 41. Yeah, getting there. We're getting there. So close to level 100. Come on, come on. So close. Will I get it, or will I need to do another round? Yeah, okay, I got it. And you can go higher, so 100 is not the max. And I am not going to figure out what the actual max is. Someone like DF or Dangerously Funny or someone else like that can go ahead and figure out what the actual max is. I will not be going and doing that. But in the meantime, I will at least check the talents. I don't have anything there, nothing there, and nothing here as well. Well, I can go ahead and afford a couple more of these. Not that they're going to do anything. But for now, we can go ahead and check out the talent stats. I did actually miss a couple of the talents. As far as the global stats are concerned, mining sessions 290, time spent mining 8521. I don't know if that's in seconds, minutes, hours, what. It's definitely not hours. It's probably going to be in seconds or minutes. No, not minutes. Definitely going to be in seconds probably. Then we got total rocks spawned is going to be 502,000, nearly 503. Total rocks mined is going to be 464,000. Pickaxes spawned 870,000. Pickaxe hits 1,473,000. Ores mined 1.3 billion. That is a lot. If you want to check out these other stats, you're more than welcome to go ahead and pause the screen and take a look at it. Wow, this is a lot. This is a lot to say the least. But with that, let's go ahead and probably end this game at the very least and go ahead and maybe take a chance to take a look at what we want to play tomorrow as well. So let me go ahead and get back over here, get back to this, and I'll go ahead and close out the game. Okay. And as I have probably had mentioned, you know, inside the description as well on of the stream, and I will probably want to go ahead and play another game tomorrow. Ones that I may want to go ahead and play, as I alluded to earlier, I am a bit of a Star Trek fan, Star Wars sci-fi, so I know there's the Star Trek Resurgence, which is kind of like one of those telltale click, click style games that has, you know, all the dialogue options and everything like that, so I may go ahead and take a look at that. May also take a look at a new game called Firefly Haven that just came out recently, which seems to be kind of a pretty chill game for the most part. You kind of just get out there, try to catch some fireflies in a very, very basic manner for the most part. It's not like you're actually playing as a person. You're literally just have a floating net that you kind of hang around with and try to catch things. But it does have some upgrade options, so it seems like it's similar to some of those other bug catching type sims that you see out there, but this one's pretty much isolated to, at least from what I can see, is fireflies only, but different color fireflies and stuff like that. So take a look at that. May also do a couple more rounds in Dungeon Crawler. That's a fun one that I actually have been kind of getting back into and kind of playing back and forth on occasion. So I may play a little bit of that. And then with Hades 2 getting closer and closer to its actual official release, I may actually get back into playing a little bit more of the Hades as well. I am a relatively new player in that. I've only started playing that in the last couple of months, but I haven't actually beaten it yet. I've gotten 2 Hades. I've gotten through his first phase, but I've not beaten his second phase, unfortunately. So I have not been able to actually get to the end and meet Persephone and all that type of stuff. So if anything, we can go ahead and see where I am in that, see if there's anything I'm doing with my build that I can optimize or anything along those lines. But I think with this, I'm probably going to go ahead and end today's stream. I'll be back tomorrow playing one of those games I had mentioned, and I do hopefully hope I'll have someone join me. If you happen to check this on the VOD, but definitely, as I'd mentioned previously on the yesterday's VOD, or yesterday's video, to go ahead and provide me with some feedback, let me know what I'm doing well, what I'm doing wrong, if anything I can improve on, if there's anything on the stream that I should change as far as the audio is concerned. Do I need to increase the audio value on anything? Do I need to decrease the audio volume on anything? Yeah, just, you know, any feedback would be definitely appreciated as someone that is brand new to this and has only done 2 streams at this point in time. But I think with that being said, everyone have a very wonderful day, and I hope to see